Alright, welcome back. This is Damien Fleece with Dicejunkies. I am bringing you a production of XCOM 2. I'm going to be doing a playthrough. I noticed on my other video the music was rather loud and it would drown out my voice a lot because, sometimes my voice kind of drops when I'm talking. So I've turned the music down. I've got most of the settings and options ready to go for a nice long campaign. This campaign is going to be concentrating on mechs. I really want to get to the mechs as quickly as possible and build as many of them as we can get, and just showcase the mechs and the power of the mechs. I mean, I'll still do psionics. I'll probably only do 2, maybe 4 psionics, and I'm going to be concentrating on mechs more than anything else. I did go ahead and start the game. I have a mod that lets me do an easy start, so I can kind of bypass Gatecrasher, because I've done Gatecrasher so many times it makes me sick. And let's go ahead and load it. And I will tell you that the longer the campaign goes in XCOM 2, for whatever reason, the slower it gets on load times. Like when we all have plasma and I'm running 8-man squads, it'll take sometimes 2 or 3 minutes to load after you complete a mission. I'm not sure why that is. It did that with or without mods. Of course, without mods, the campaign's a lot quicker because the doom counter just ticks on a regular basis, and you really have to bust your butt to make sure you don't lose out to the timer. But it would still, towards the end game, it would still take 2 to 3 minutes to get loaded up. Now, just looking at the screen here, I've already started the Guerrilla Tactics School. I've went through and looked at all the soldiers. We have an infantry, we have a scorpion, which if you recall from the other video, that's our scout sniper. We have a gunner, and we have a field medic. I can't really show you the classes that I can make at the moment. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait the 7 days. Once the Guerrilla Tactics School is up, I can go in there and I can show you each class that I play with. But for now, I've already got modular weapons being researched, and like I said, I built guerrilla tactics, and I built some flashbang grenades. I made a medikit, 2 flashbangs, and 2 smokes. That's usually what I start out with anyway. And we already have a field medic, so that's going to be multiple uses for that med kit when we put that field medic in the group. So without further ado, let's get in here and let's see what we got. For this first video, I will definitely let the cutscenes play out, just in case there are people out there that haven't seen the game or don't have it and they're interested in seeing the cutscenes and things of that nature. After a while, if I'm getting feedback that, oh man, just let them go and get rid of them, then we'll move along and we won't watch all the cutscenes. But for this episode, for sure, we're going to.
Too bad you need a chip to
so
get
here we
in.
go.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
I have a love-hate relationship with Bradford. I absolutely love his character, but he really gets on my nerves.
Avenger plotting new course.
Especially in XCOM 2, because I had to get a mod that would shut Bradford up on the retaliations because he was driving me insane on retaliations. So now we have the modular weapons, so we can put mods on our weapons now. And we're going to go in, and what I want to do, because there's this has the Alien Hunters DLC, and there's 3 bosses that you have to fight in stages: the Snake King, the Berserker Queen, and then the Archon King. Usually by the second retaliation, you're going to get the Snake King, and by that time I want a 5-member squad. I want everyone in that squad to have repeaters on their weapons. I like to have them try to roll that 10 to 15% to get an insta-kill on these bosses. I've done it quite a few times, and it saves a lot of time, because I'm just going to tell you, these bosses will irritate you to no end. However, if we go ahead and start right now, we can get magnetic weapons in 19 days. But I usually start out with alien biotech first, and then hybrid materials. This is going to give you armor, and this is going to lead the chip development to the trooper, to the officer and the trooper autopsies, and get you battle scanners. So let's go ahead. It's 3 days. Let's go ahead and do the alien biotech.
Begins immediately, Commander.
And we're going to come back out here while that's going on. We got 2 more days on these supplies. And we're just going to scan to get those supplies. And that's going to be pretty useful for us. And now we can get some rookies.
Avenger plotting new course.
I really enjoyed this part of the game, although it will get very monotonous just flying around hitting these things and doing the scans and stuff. Now here's the alien biotech.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective
Okay,
added.
and now we're going to get the Advanced Warfare Center, which is going to be a while before I build this, but it is very, very useful, especially if you get wounded. It heals them faster when you have an engineer. But more importantly, it's going to give perks to your soldiers, which is sometimes it's very useful. Sometimes it will give the dumbest perk to a soldier.
The Advent
It's
officers
completely
appear
useless.
to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
All right, and we're going to get that done in
The
4
Advent
days.
officers have
Let's see
clearly
if we can
been
get our
modified
rookies.
to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
New objective added.
And they're going to want us to do the autopsy, which is what we're doing, and our first actual mission. Since I haven't opened up any other territories but the one right now, because we're just getting started, we're going to get this set up to go hack this hidden resistance computer, and it's going to give us an engineer. That's going to be very useful for us.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Okay, and I am running a fatigue mod also. So you'll see that sometimes we put people in the field, you know, and like she's fatigued for 20 more hours. If I put her on this mission, when she comes back, whether she's injured or not, she's going to have an exhaustion injury. And if she rolls high, she can be out 14 or 15 days. So we're going to take her out. We're going to bring the field medic, the gunner, and the scorpion. And let's have a look at our rookies. Let's grab Rashid Assad. And we'll bring him. He's wearing the old XCOM armor and looks like he's a bit twitchy. But let's make everything available. And let's go in here. And let's get set up to do this mission. Now this is a field medic. It's a custom class that mod that I have. Normally I put the med kit on her in a smoke grenade. And she doesn't have any ammo. We don't have any ammo yet. And a lot of times I give my medic shotguns, but I am going to put an SMG on her. So she's going to have more movement, more mobility. That way, if somebody gets hit, she can get to them faster. I've discovered that a lot of times in this game, mobility is key. There's nothing quite like having a highly mobile soldier that can go clear across the board. Okay, he's got the cannon and he's got 2 grenades. That will be fine for him. What kind of upgrades do we have? We've got an advanced scope, a repeater, a hair trigger, an expanded magazine. I'm going to give him an expanded magazine for right now. And we're going to call his cannon the Colonel. Now, some of you that have played Enemy Within and Long War will notice this is Peter the General Van Dorn. This is not the hero class, because there is a hero class Van Dorn for XCOM 2, but he's a ranger. And he's the old class ranger with the sword and, you know, the shotgun. But this is not him. This is one that I made and put in my character pool. And I have always played Van Dorn as a gunner. I used to watch Beagle Rush. As a matter of fact, I still watch Beagle Rush religiously. And he had Van Dorn as a gunner. And it was just so fitting to me that the man, you know, was a gunner. Carried a big gun and didn't care about anything and just, you know, shot the hell out of everything. So we're just going to put that expanded magazine on his cannon for right now because he's the only suppressor that we have. Alright, the rookie, I'm not going to put anything on him. I'm going to give him an SMG. Actually, I'm going to give him the bolt
May only
caster.
provide a single shot action, but this thing
for right
hits
now,
hard.
I'm going to give him grenades.
Even an edge hit could potentially stun the target.
And I'm going to give him a flashbang. So he'll have a flashbang and a grenade. The reason I'm giving him the bolt caster is it gives him 15 aim. So that will help, you know, with the aim a little bit. Eventually, this is going to be on a scorpion for sure. Because it's highly accurate and it hits really hard. But for right now, I have something else in mind, because you'll notice that our next soldier is John Central Bradford. This is another that I made and put into my character pool because, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with Bradford, and I think he makes an awesome character to have in your campaign. I just love it. And anyone that's played XCOM 2 and had played the tutorial will recognize that. That's the weapon that Bradford carried in that mission. It's a mod called the Strong Rifle. Now, when we get mag weapons and I get the mag rifles, this goes away and it becomes just a mag rifle. But for right now, it's a nice weapon. It has an expanded mag. It gives you plus 10 to aim. And I like it when usually Bradford winds up being an infantry. He's a scorpion now, which is just as good, or if not better, because he has squad sight. But I put this weapon on Bradford, and that's what he carries. But we're going to go in here and we're going to give Bradford a flashbang and a smoke. And that's what he's going to carry. So he's going to have his rifle, and then he'll have a flashbang and a smoke, and he's got a sword, because the Scorpions carry a sword just like the old Rangers did. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to give him an advanced scope, we're going to give him a hair trigger, and we're going to put a repeater. So this weapon is now fully modded, and as an extra twist, I name it Valen, because Bradford has a thing for Valen. Anybody that listens to him during this game will know that he has a thing for Valen. So there's Bradford. He is ready to go. Our Scorpion colors are black and red. You'll notice throughout the campaign that I put color schemes on all of my characters. All these classes, they will have, like scouts, the shinobis are black and yellow. Infantry are blue and yellow. Assault troopers are red and yellow. So that's just a little bit. You'll notice it the further we go along. But anyway, let's carry on. I've got everybody outfitted here. We're gonna go hack. We do not have a specialist with us, but generally my field medic will hack, or if we have a mech with us, the mech can hack if we don't have a specialist. All right, so everybody's got their weapons. We're all loaded up. Let's get it on. Gonna get a little smoke here.
Sky Ranger.
Menace, ready to deploy.
All right, and Bradford's gonna give us a brief.
A hacker trying to impress the Resistance found a way into the Advent. Looks of it, she found something critical tied to the aliens' latest operation. Unfortunately, she only lived long enough to recover a fragment of the data. We're moving to secure the area, eliminate any alien forces nearby, and hack that terminal before they manage to lock it down. We need that data if we're going to stop their progress.
Alright, and you're probably going to hear some creaking. That's my chair. I'm noticing more and more that it creaks when I move around. Now, once we hit the ground, Van Dorn is he's our covering fire. He's our big gunner. A Scorpion. My first Scorpion of the game, I make into a scout sniper. They have squad sight,
Menace 1-5, this
and
is
they
Avenger.
get,
The
once they level up, they
access
get
point we're
abilities
after
to
is just
conceal.
ahead. Move to
They get
secure the
phantom
area.
abilities, things like
Hostile
that.
resistance.
And they're just very good scouts until I get a shinobi or a rogue. Because the shinobis and the rogues are my scouts. So let's get this started. There is no timer. I have a mod that disables most of the timers because, like I said in the blog, I cannot stand timers. I like to play a good long campaign. So let's get down on the ground and let's see what's going on. Let's take our rookie and let's put him down here on the car.
Moving to designated position.
Let's move Bradford over here.
Okay.
Let's get our gunner
Copy that.
down, and all right, Bradford's not seeing anything. We're going to leave him there for the moment, and let's get our
Orders
medic down
confirmed.
here at the
Moving
back
out.
of the car.
Eyes on the prize.
Moving to Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
And action.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Okay, even though Bradford has no cover and he's up on this roof, he has an excellent vantage point to take this guy out.
Hostile terminated. We're visible here.
Alright, now we know there's one more guy at least over here, so
Not a
we're
problem.
going to move our gun up. And let's see. Let's take our rookie and let's move him. He should
Okay,
get on
I'll
the other
go.
side of this fence here. There we go, and he sees him.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces
All
we've
right.
dealt with. They're
And now he's
disciplined and
behind
well
the tree.
equipped, but their
We'll go back to
obedience
Van
makes
Dorn
them
and we're going to
predictable.
suppress him.
Got him covered.
Alright, and we're going to move our medic up.
Absolutely.
And she is going to smoke Van Dorn.
Clouds away!
And you're going to overwatch.
Scanning.
Advent is notoriously don't really care much for Overwatch. The officers will rush you, the stun lancers will rush you. Troopers, however, will stay behind cover. Very seldom have I ever seen them rush you if you Overwatch and suppress them. If you flashbang them, most of the time they just Overwatch on the spot, and then you know, then you can just do whatever you need to do to get to them. So we're going to go ahead and move Bradford down. He one-shot that sectoid, so he definitely served his purpose up on that roof. Now, our rookie only has a 43% chance to hit this guy. However, he has a grenade, so we're going to put him in corner cover right here in the smoke. And we're going to toss this grenade, which will kill the trooper, and hopefully he doesn't have any loot on him, but if he does, oh well. And there we go. Rookie got a kill, got promoted. Van Dorn, we're going to go ahead and reload him.
Back in.
Suppression takes 2 ammo. He only has 4 ammo, so we want to keep him. We want to keep him fully loaded. Let's move our medic over here behind this wall, and she's just going to open these parts. Bradford, he's got plenty of ammo, but we're going to go ahead and reload him anyway.
Let's rock.
All right, and now we're going to keep moving. Our objective is upstairs in this house in the back, and I know we're going to see some more stuff before we get there. So let's get our medic
On
up.
my way.
You can see with that
The
SMG,
Advent
she has some
officers seem
really
more
good
capable
movement.
than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Okay. Now let's see, what are we going to do with her now? Let's bring her back to this corner cover.
Heading out.
And let's see, let's take our gunner. Let's put our gunner. Let's put our gunner right
Sure
here.
thing.
And we're gonna suppress that captain.
Stay put.
Alright, now Bradford can see him. So while he's suppressed, we're gonna try to take him out.
Target neutralized.
I probably could have tried that before suppression, but I like to
If you
make
say
sure
so.
that we're pretty safe, you know. Now there's a drone.
Moving
There's
towards
still a
the
drone
line.
out there, and it's going to be coming. So we're going to have to definitely make sure we're prepared for that. All right, let's move our gunner up,
Heading out.
and we're just going to overwatch
Got it
him.
covered.
He does need to reload, but for right now, we're just gonna
Move.
overwatch him because we're gonna move everybody else up. All right, and then our medic with the SMG, we're gonna move her
Sure
around this
thing.
side. So she's still protected by the walls, but if that drone flies by, she will get a shot at it.
Overwatch.
All right, and we're gonna move our rookie up
Okay,
right by
I'll
the
go.
gunner. And he's going to overwatch.
I'll get some.
Alright, now you can see Bradford really can't go very far. So he's going to
Moving to
come down
position.
this wall. And he has no cover here because I don't know why. This wall should give him some cover, but it doesn't. So we're going to keep moving down to here.
On the move. We're close.
Alright, and now
Commander,
we've
we
seen
have
it.
confirmation of the
Now
exposed
he's
access
flanked.
point.
So we'll see what we can do. Alright. Now we've got a trooper, a sectoid, and that drone is somewhere over here, I believe. Okay. Alright, she can see the trooper. We're gonna bring her over here. And she's gonna overwatch.
Got it covered.
Alright, let's see, let's bring our gunner
Not a
up.
problem.
And we're gonna suppress those two.
Losing that target.
Now the drone will probably move and take our suppression fire.
I guess that'll be
But
okay.
That's a chance we need to go ahead and take, and then we're going to get our guy here, our rookie.
Got it covered.
Yeah, the drone's going to take it. He's going to miss, but she got her shot off on her.
Target's still up.
And he stunned our gunner.
Kill!
And things got just a little bit dangerous now,
It's nothing.
because our heaviest hitter is now mind controlled, and we have to kill this guy to get rid of it, or we need to flashbang him. Which we do have a flashbang, if we can get it on him. And that's a big if, because I may have to do some juggling here. Let's put our medic here.
On my way.
And she is going to shoot this guy.
That's right.
Okay, and now we're going to move our
What's
rookie
over
up.
there?
And yeah, he is definitely twitchy. And we're going to get our flashbang down here
Light him up!
on the sector. Bingo, baby. Alright, then we're going to move
And now.
Bradford up. He's going to pick up the loot.
Target package secured.
He's going to overwatch.
Come get some. That is not good.
Drone's a flying target. It's really hard to hit. Now he has a flashbang on him, so he's going to shoot. That's just what they do.
They're all
If a,
over me!
if a sectoid is flashbanged, it's going to shoot you. Because of course it loses its psionic abilities when it's flashbanged. So we're going to reload our guy here.
Locked and loaded.
And is Van Dorn? He's still stunned. Alright, so we're gonna take a shot on the drone to try to get him out of here. Good shot.
I got it, right?
Alright, and we're gonna reload,
Ready to go.
and then we're gonna hunker.
In cover.
Now it's not disoriented any longer. It'll probably go back to psionic abilities. Nope, still shooting.
Incoming! Over here!
Alright. Our gunner is back up. However, he's out of ammo and he can't really move a lot at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to fall back a little bit. We're going to put our gunner right here in
Sure
full
thing.
cover. And we're going to hunker him down.
Staying put.
And then our medic's going to fall back. Let's fall her back. Let's fall her back to here.
Already there.
Alright, and then he's out of ammo because this thing only has one charge until I get an expanded magazine on it. So we're going to fall him back to here.
Okay, I'll go.
And we're going to reload him.
We're green to go.
That's going to make him move. He's going to fire at my hunter down. Okay, he's going to sound.
Help! Help! Someone help!
And he hunkers down again. What that basically did is it gave the sectoid a target that hadn't been hit or damaged, you know, that could take a hit. A gunner can take some damage over a medic or a rookie for sure. So we're gonna take Bradford now. He's not stunned anymore, and we're gonna hit this dude with our sword. We're gonna stick him with the pointy end and just get that out of the way. Because I've had enough playing games
Target
with the little
eliminated.
guy.
Positive confirmation. Area secured.
And now, with Bradford coming across saying that, we've killed everything. And like I told you in the first video, if you've watched it, if you haven't, if you look in the top right-hand corner, you'll see where I've killed 6 and there are 0 active. I don't have the shadow chamber up yet, so it doesn't tell me how many more would be on the board. Of course, Bradford just said we cleared everything, so we're good to go there. But once I get the shadow chamber, it's going to show me how many I've killed, how many are active on the board, which means I've seen them or they've seen me, and they are actively shooting and hunting and trying to get me. And then it'll show how many are left completely on the board, which are the hidden pods that we haven't found yet, things like that. All right, so now we're gonna move towards the objective, which is in this house. Let me get the let's get turned around here. We're gonna move towards the objective. We're gonna get everybody reloaded in case they decide, hey, we're gonna drop some reinforcements in. Have a nice day. So we're gonna get everybody started moving that way, and we're gonna get this objective done, and then we're getting out of here. We had a really good run there. Nobody's been injured.
Rolling out.
Alright, and we're going to get Van Dorn behind cover here and get him reloaded. Thankfully the sectoid, his aim was horrible. And we were behind full cover. I hate getting hit out of full cover. That just drives me insane. If I'm in full cover and they can just blow me out of full cover and, you know, put me in sick bay for days.
10-4.
But that's XCOM and it happens. Alright. So like I said, we're moving in here, we're going to get this objective, and then we're going to be done. Alright, and like I said too, when I don't have a hacker, usually my field medic will have an SMG, or I may have a scout, or you know, something like that. But the one with the most movement
Location confirmed.
is the one that I send. Because if you don't have a specialist or you don't have a mech that has a bit, you have to physically get to it and hack it. Alright, so let's get this hack done, because she is right here waiting. And no, that's not a play on a Richard Marx song.
Let's see if I have access.
Alright. And as you can see, her hacking ability, her tech score is really, really low. So we would be very lucky if we got either one of those. That's it. First mission.
Status confirmed. Mission
Alright,
accomplished.
now I have the mod called Flawless, and anytime I have a flawless mission, I get a small reward. In this case, we found 22 alloys. Our allies were very impressed with our performance, and they rewarded us with 22 alien alloys. So that's just a little extra for having a flawless victory. It does not break the game. I've played with it now for at least 6 campaigns. If you don't get a flawless victory, if you just get an excellent rating, or anything below flawless, you don't get that extra reward anyway. And believe me, there's a lot of times I'm not going to get that reward because somebody's going to get hit. Okay, good deal. And we're going to see what our rookie gets to be.
Executed to the highest standards. Excellent work, Commander.
You can also see, like Bradford, he's fatigued for 8 days. The rookie's fatigued for 11, and these are 8 and 10 days. So if I use these characters before this fatigue goes away, then they will be exhausted, and they'll take wound time basically. But let's see what the rookie gets to be. He's going to be a sharpshooter. That's actually kind of fitting, being that he carried the bolt caster on the mission. All right, good deal. We got an officer, we got a lockbox and a scope, and we got a repeater, and then we got a little bit of supplies and stuff out of it. So that was not a bad first run. And now we're going to learn about the black site.
I've updated our latest operational
we got our
objectives,
engineer.
Commander.
Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts continue to bolster the resistance movement across the globe.
That was our first mission, Baldy, but thank you. Alright, and I can actually put the engineer to work immediately because, like I said, we got one more day on this guerrilla tactics school, and I'm really looking forward to that. I concentrate, while we're here, I concentrate on getting this cleared out to right here. I've seen a lot of different people put their facilities in here, and I can only stare at it and go, what are you thinking? Zeno showed me a long time ago when he was actually playing XCOM 2. If you put your workshop right here, then you have 4 adjacencies right here that you can send gremlins to. Because once you get your workshop here and you upgrade it and you put 2 engineers, you get 4 gremlins. So you build stuff in these 4 spaces that require engineers, and then you put gremlins there. And that frees up engineers to go in other places. And, it's easy to come in. You can upgrade stuff and then put engineers in there once you upgrade them. But you always want to put something like, I'll usually put the Proving Grounds here. I'll put the Scilab, I'll put the AWC, the Advanced Warfare Center, and then I'll put either like the Resistance Comms, or I'll put a power supply. Either one of those, but I always put something that's going to require an engineer. Like I would not put a lab here, because that just requires 2 scientists once you get it upgraded. So you're wasting a gremlin or 2 gremlins, So I always put something that requires engineers in these 4 slots, and then I build accordingly around it. Like you could put your lab, your Scilab, and then your shadow chamber in this block here. That's all your laboratories. Of course, they don't get adjacency bonuses, but I just kind of like to keep them together, and then if you get like this exposed power coil, if I can get down here, I'll put a power here. That's going to boost our power up a lot. However, we're going to run out of power when I build the Proving Grounds here. We're going to run out of power. And this is going to take like 10, 30, like 60 days. It's going to take like 60 days to get to this. And the other power coil is over here, so you couldn't put, I could put both powers in these, and that's going to boost that way up. Or I could put the shadow chamber here, which takes a lot of power. But anyway, I just wanted to go over the workshop and the gremlins here. We will get this cleared out and get it progressed as we go. But that's that mission, and I'm going to save it. I have autosave set. I learned the hard way to always have autosave on. Because I used to hate having to come in here and delete all the autosaves out, because I like one central save for my game. But I've definitely learned the hard way over time that that's a bad idea. So let's go out here. Let's see if we can finish getting those rookies.
Commander,
and then,
we have a lead on the alien black site.
Yeah, that's the alien
black site. We have to rely
site.
on the local resistance to actually get us into the facility.
And
we
we'll
should
have
try
to
to
make
make contact with their
there.
forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project.
But we'll get these rookies. If we get one more mission, I might
Guerrilla
have time to do
Tactics
it.
School, now operational.
But now we have the Guerrilla Tactics School, and I'm going to look. Let's see. Adrian Blackhawk is usually a scout. I usually make him a scout. In this particular playthrough, I have 2 scouts. One is a rogue, which I'm still testing, and the other is from the Long War class and perk pack. It's a shinobi. These are really, really good scouts. They get a lot of good abilities. So we're gonna go ahead and get us a scout going, because we're gonna need one. And then just looking in here, we can go ahead and get Vulture, which I usually do. That makes the enemies drop an additional item, and that's gonna help immediately for us to get those lock boxes. And then the further we go along, the better loot you're gonna get. All right, so that's the Guerrilla Tactics Center is up now, and we can start over here on this debris and start getting it cleaned up. Let's go back out to the rookies. Okay, we got this done.
Easier than your last procedure, Doctor.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The results, however, it's best you see for yourself. My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander. But there are differences.
What kind of differences?
The data you see is being pulled directly from this Advent captain's implant. The sequence here is essentially you, Commander. Or at least the tactical information they were processing through your mind.
As you can see, the data is nearly identical. They were using you against us.
Yes, however, the Advent data shows signs of decay. Removing the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network?
Yes, what we're seeing here is a psionic network. These implants are capable of receiving and transmitting information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory? Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe. Even in the subject's diminished condition, the implant continues to have an effect. A truly astonishing achievement.
Or a weakness?
Potentially. But I need direct access to their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active link. And that would mean hacking a live Advent officer.
Like I said, not easy. Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
And that's going to give us the proving grounds.
New objective added.
which we need the proving grounds
It
for
looks
Max.
like we've got our work cut out for us, Commander.
The Advent Captain seems to provide a means of stabilizing the link between
and
the local
we're also going to
subordinates
go ahead
and the Advent
and
network
we're going to get
tower
resistance
itself.
communications
Commander, if
now
we're going to try to build this
because we're going to
skulljack
need
that
it to
Titan
get
came up
the
with,
extra
we're going to need a specialized
income,
facility to test it
and we're
out.
going to need it so our next guerrilla op will get more than one option. So we're going to go ahead
I'd
and
assume
research
you'd make
that.
that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
And I'm going to go ahead and save it here.
From my own experience.
I know, Tigan. But I'm going to go ahead and save it here, and we're going to call this particular video for right now. And I will be back with another one soon. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and there will be more to come. Thank you, guys.